So yes, so this class will be the number 10, topic number 10, and this is the finance class. The last one was accounting. The difference with the in between them is the finance. Okay, accounting. It's focused in the recording of the transaction, what we have right now. Finance will cover different aspects. It's more general. We'll cover, for example, where we're going to get the funds and how it's going to be in the future. Expectations, projections that we have will be covered in the finance area. Also, resources for money, for funds to develop our small business in this case. It doesn't matter the size of the business, finance will cover all aspects that are more general. So I'm gonna share my screen with you with the topic number 10. If you click on lessons on Populi, you will find, let me share my screen real quick. If you have something to say, like I always say, and like I did in the last class, please share anytime with us or put it on the chat. Let me see the chat if somebody says something. Good evening. That was Gulchan. So if you want to share something in the chat or just say it in the class, just say it anytime. Don't worry, if I'm talking, I will stop and hear you. Okay? Comments, observations that you had in the last days, please also share with us so we can learn from you. I'm ready for that. So let me go to the chapter 10. This is not the class that you are. It's a small businessman. I'm sharing my screen. Let me see. I'm not sure. No, I'm not sharing anything yet. I'm going to share in a few seconds. Here is presenting. Okay, we are here. So now I'm sharing my screen with you. What was the class? A small business management. For the ones that take the activity in e-commerce, the last class, I already verified everything. So you will have your grades of your last activity 10 that you did with me a few minutes ago. Here you see I put you a small video in Excel. Here, just to give you general perspective from about Excel. I was asking to you if there is something that helps you. Let me know because, you know, it's useful for me to know your opinion in any case, in all the cases. I try to do some basic introduction so you can start learning if you want to learn about Excel. I did it from zero. So it's there. You are not obligated to see any of this video. This is complementary information. It's not an obligation, but it's here. If you click on dashboard, the information is there. And all the classes that we are recording, they are in the dashboard or lesson. If you go to the lesson, they will be there also in the lesson. Last one was accounting. So I put the Google Meeting class and mini introductory class Excel, which is the same I share in the dashboard. So it's a few minutes showing you how to start using Excel. Unfortunately, the computer asked me for if I want to share with you the file. So I usually click on share and then you will be able to see because somebody's asking. Okay, now I know. I'm gonna answer him now. So anyway, if you have something for me, let me know. If I click on lesson, I can go to the week number 10, financial management people, just 5 weeks left and all the class is over. So just let me know how we can improve the learning experience from you, what we can do to help you and provide you the best tools possible. Because just 5 weeks left, and then you will be free like a bird for Reformed University until August 7 for the ones that have to, are keep studying. The ones that are graduate, they are leaving, and the ones that, just wanna wait to August and come back in person in August 7. It's gonna be the Reformed University for you in Lawrenceville, Georgia. So I put you this here in the top. Excel Mini Introductor is the same thing over and over. Here, this is the content. In the top, you have your presentation like always. Financial, chapter 10, the importance of financial management in a small business management. And here you will find all the information in your chapter 10. It's there. You have just to go to the page 35A. Is in the top. You will find the number of the page. Everything easy. I put this the easiest way possible for you. So what I did is I opened my book here so you can see it bigger. Or you can look by yourself over there, okay? So we mentioned that the financial will cover more aspects, will be more general. We will find about where to obtain the sources, the funds. Accounting is what is going on in terms of number. So that's why I was putting this tiny video in Excel, because this is a way that all of you can record your accounting transactions using Excel. Marvelous tool. If this is useful for you, I will keep the program creating tiny videos of Excel so you can see it and maybe help somebody in that topic. But if you don't let me know, it's hard for me, so let me know, please. So what you will see on the screen is talking about the last chapter and this chapter, the number 10. Why finance decisions are very important in organization. What kind of decisions you think we can take in finance? Think about you as individual when you have to take loans, when you have to buy a house or car. It doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter when you have to invest in something simple as a cell phone that you need, or an agenda, or a book, or something else. All about finance, expenses, all of these kind of things. So when you record this data, we are talking about accounting, right? Because it's what is going on. Bye. Simple. So in order to take care of these matters, pay attention, because this is your activity that we will do in a few minutes. In order to take care of this financial situation, remember, in general, we need to know what kind of organization we have. That's why we're going to speak about this, because if you have sole proprietorship, the taxes that you will pay will be different. The way that you will obtain the resources, the money that you will have for your business will be different. The way that you interact with your stakeholders, with the members of your company, with investors, it will be different, depending the kind of organization, the legal entity that you have. And that's why we are talking about this sole proprietorship. So a lot of businesses are organized by this method. How I can do that? I tell you many times, depending the state that you have, you can register your business, depending your needs, your capital, and how everything is developed. Okay. In some organizations that you are working, they are created. You don't have to deal with that step. But if you are creating an organization for zero, remember, I always tell you to visit the state that you are living. I tell you already this before, many times, Georgia business registration, in my case, because I'm located here in Georgia, depending the country that we are, we will have a commerce organization to register our business. Usually when you start from zero by yourself or with another person, you will find out, you will create like the simple way. And once you keep growing, you can become corporations or any other kind of organization. Okay, sole proprietorship, simple, and is one of the is a type of organization that creates revenue for this country. Okay, partnership, here you have somebody else. So for example, if I associate because with one of your names, right? I say any of your names because you have experience in something that we can share between us. So we can make a partnership, okay? You and me, or you and somebody else. For example, this is me creating an example, okay? So partnership. What is the situation with sole proprietorship and partnership? That your personal finance will be covered on this, like will be included. Like I do sole proprietorship, I have LLC, so everything it's in my personal finance, everything is included on this. How? Because when you complete your taxes every year, you will see that your accountant, if you have somebody that help you, some of you will maybe do by yourself, you know. So it depends your abilities on that. I use somebody that help me with taxes. So this is, you know, the example I have for you. So what I do is provide my sales, for example, like I was showing you in Excel file. So the same way I was teaching you how to create the Excel file, the same way. Somebody want to say something because I'm not seeing the screen. Somebody, nothing. I think somebody want to say something. No, Shabnan, nothing for me.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. It
No,
got
no,
unmuted.
sorry, no, sorry. Don't worry. I told you want to say something. It's okay. So let me keep going here real quick. So remember this in the activities. Some of you did it. So my congratulations and respects for the one that did it. And you did it. Everybody did this part right. Sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, all of this. You did it right. But keep in mind that in the activity, we will cover these concepts, okay? Oh, I might make a mess here. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, so here you can take a picture of this part. Let me show you where. Okay, partnership, you can take picture of this one. More than one investor, that's the good thing of partnership. You are not alone when you do partnership, but put everything right. Try to, if you are not a lawyer in this country, try to find one that can help you on actually. You know, I showed you before a contact of a lawyer. So you can, he's expert on the commercial area, so he can help you. And to create your partnership consolidated legally. Why? Because you don't know what can happen. One of the members can have a situation, health, or the person die, like we're gonna die, all of us, right? Or you can have another kind of conflict, which is better to make a statement, the participation of everybody, 50, 40, 60, 40, you know, just 50, 50, 60, 40. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. Be ready because also it's so simple. Don't be scared. We're going to make some percentage. Calculate some percentage. Sum is just one question with percentage. Why I want this? Because we are talking about finance, and I find useful for all of us. Some of us don't know too much about percentage for some reason, or it's something that we don't use every day. When I forget to use percentage, sometimes I say, it's so simple, but if you forget for a couple weeks, you're not doing. And so I want that you refresh this concept in your brain. So you can take a picture of partnership, and then I'm gonna go to Z Corporation. C Corporation, now it's a more formal entity. Now this C Corporation have a real personality. Now your finance, your personal process, transactions won't be impacted in C Corporation. So it works different. Corporation, and they are owned by, let's say, a group, to make it simple, right? Shareholders. And so it's a group that are responsible for the money that this organization have. Let's say this way, okay? If you have another way to say it, also say it, because another student can understand better maybe with your words. It happened. You can hear the same 300 times, and the last time you say, oh, now I get everything, because that's the way the human mind is, and that's great too, right? So, what else we have here? So look at this part. So in a real sense, this form of income is double taxed. Why? Because they are taxed by themselves too. Okay. So in the S, by themselves as individual, okay? In the S corporation, but more protected. So the S corporation eliminates the problem of the double taxation. Okay, that's why they will be taxed by themselves. And usually in this kind of corporations, we have shares, remember, shares. So what that means, stocks that other people can purchase, like you do when you invest if you have stocks in Disney or Tesla, you name it, okay? So those are corporations where you can be owner of them. If you are smart and dedicate time, more important than to be smart is dedicating time. I think for me, smart, it's secondary. Actually, not important if you are consistent with the goals that you have. So if you're consistent with the goals that you have in stocks, you can become smart because you are studying this. Okay, so this is another tool that I always talking about, but it's good to remember. So S corporation is a special form. Look at this. That eliminate again the double taxation. Don't forget, you can take a picture of this paragraph if you want. I'm sharing right now because it's part of the activity X corporation. Okay. But once you see the activity, it's gonna be easy to figure it out. Everything, I think, my opinion. So actually, I wanted to do it first, but anyway, limited liability company, LLC, and that's what I was explaining you to in Georgia Department of State. I was looking at organization in my mind to tell you the name, Georgia Department of State. You can create your own LLC here. And all the organization that I showed you before over and over, all the Georgia Department of State tools that you have to create your own business. If you are working for another business, you don't have to deal with this, but it's good that we know an idea about this. Acquisition of funds, what is that? Where we will find the capital, the money, the resources to develop our business, to make it grow, to start the idea. And this is here in the screen, the different resources where you can find your money, in simple words, the capital, resources, etc., to start your projects or to make your projects keep going, your small business or any other kind of business. So you will see that, for example, you can have family members. We spoke like that before many times, also in other courses, but I want that you have this in your mind, right? So family members, friends, there is something called angel investor that you will see in the books, or other companies that are specialized in loans for a small business. And I told you this before, SBA, a Small Business Administration, which is a government entity that take care of loans for small business owners. I showed you this before in the computer. So I can do it later for the ones that wanted to see more, because I tell you this all the time. So I don't know if maybe you are tired. But yes, a Small Business Administration. So put it in your notes, because this is a government entity that manage. If you want to look your business plan format, download it from them. I show you this in the past. Loans, you can apply there. Regarding the loans for a small business, it's very important that you have a constituted business. But I noticed that some Uber drivers, have requested loan for a small business organization. And actually, in my experience, they got loans. Uber drivers, they got loans from small business organization, believe it or not. But yes, I am telling you this because maybe it's, let's say, not common, right? Because Uber is a business that is, you are working for this, engaged in the system, right? So if I am engaging Uber, I don't have a business, but for SBA, they can provide you loans if you want to change your car or something. So you can explore if you are, creating food at home, those kind of things can be considered. Some of the things they use and they reject the loan sometimes. For example, if you are saying that you have agricultural business have different concessions. And if you are saying that you're agricultural, but you live in, sorry, I lost it. And if you live in, I have allergy sometimes, but if you live in a building, 5-floor building, and you say to SBA that you have a small business, a small business in agriculture, they will decline your application, because we look where is this business, if it's real. We look the location in the map. This is a building, 7th floor. It's not going to be approved. You must be in a place that's supposed to have agricultural space to request a loan from SBA in agriculture. So they will check many things. They work with lower interest and stuff like that. If you have employees, you can receive money for your employees, like amount for the employees that you have. And you can make your business grow that way. I'm explaining a little bit about SBA, so don't forget different ways that you can obtain resources for your small business. So here you will see all of these things that you see on the screen are like a little review of last chapter, talking about angel investor. We mentioned that over and over. Angel, the word tell you somebody that is cooperating with your business because she or he trusts in your concept. That's it, period. And this is more information about SBA that I was talking a lot about SBA, Small Business Administration. They have many, many programs. That's what I like to speak about them because it's government organizations, so they are not, it's not, I'm not promoting like a private organization. It's from the United States of America, right? From the government. And I was working with them, like I always tell you, that's why I can give you some data. And on programs, more information about, where you can obtain resources for your projects, business, etc. Okay, this is more a company, so I won't take long on this part. Debt, uh, when we owe, when we have to pay, simple words, when we have to pay, when we have debts, right, or loans, let's put it simple. We have a loan, we have a debt. So equity is more focused in the benefits that I obtain. Look at this. Equity's cost includes setting control to other equity partners. Okay, so when you have this part, you have more people involved. You're giving control to others. 1 second. Let me keep going in the meantime. Comments if you have something. I know this topic sometimes is not your favorite, but here, I like this. I like it when I saw this picture because when we have a small business, we like, especially if we are very focused in the positivism, sometimes we do unacceptable high level of leverage. What that means, look at the screen, the person cannot even reach this structure because it's not focused in the benefits or being, how I can say this, being prudent in the process that is doing. So sometimes we lose the path of the financial structure if we take risks unnecessary. Okay. We can use to say we can say substitute for equity. We can use the word the shares or action shares, parts of the organization that we are able to share with others because they are investing on the business. I hope this helped you a little bit. Okay, if you have something to tell me. Oh, banks and bankers. What is the most important thing in this part? That when you're requesting, now in this part, bank and bankers, now we are in the private sector. No more public. You go to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or any other bank. You can say names if you have a preference. Or if you have been working on these loans, tell us your experience on this. My experience on the loans, I don't want to take any loan in my life anymore. But you can say what you think on this. Okay. What they consider, bankers, for example, they consider the saying that SBA will do, maybe they will be more picky, let's say this word, or they will look more because it's not government company, right? They even will look your appearance, how you look, how you are if you present in person, they will look everything. That the moment that you have in your, that's what the book say. And I think it's kind of good to say that because they will see many things, including, for example, the time that you have, years that you have in this, something that they will look. Of course, they will look your sales, your projections on sales, and all of this kind of data, everything, right? So just that's what I'm saying is there in the, if you look at this, what I'm saying, the character, the ability, all of these things will be look in your as individual and in your business. Okay, if you are requesting funds, that's what I wanted to tell you. Okay, so all of this is there, the same that I'm trying to explain you. Tell me if you have comments or something is going on. Break-even analysis. Look at this word here and take a picture if you want, because it's going to be part of the activity. What is that? The break-even analysis always will be zero. Is the moment, for example, let's say I'm selling water bottles, me again with the water bottles, and my cost of the water bottles is 50 cents. But I sell $1. The price is $1, but I purchase 50 cents, right? So the moment that I cover the cost of my products, I am in break-even and a point. So the point will be zero. So you will see in the activity, the answer will be zero because it's the break-even point have to be zero. Why? Remember, you will cover the cost of your products. Okay, so here you will see the formula, revenue less cost, zero. What else we have? That's it in general. More information here, but we're gonna stop on that. Comments that you have, let me know. Utility break-even concept. Those are more examples about this. Okay, here, this is the analysis. The analysis for the break-even point, and you see on the screen how they look. You see the same selling price for these two analyses. Okay, if you have something or comments, capital structures issues, some of the, a challenge that we have in the analysis on looking for the revenues. Okay, revenues of chain benefits, in simple words, of the product or service that we provide. The balance sheet, abbreviate balance sheet, is a simple way to see, resume, to see the picture of the company, how the company is working, assets, what they have. Okay, for example, land, for example, in facilities that are your property. Those are part of the assets. Here, this is what you see on the screen is more analysis, how they look in the, in paper, how the analysis look in paper. If you have comments, something, you can give me. We're gonna open the activity real quick because I'm gonna take some time in this activity. So let's do it now. I wanna make sure everybody have this open, activity 10. I'm gonna go to my lesson number 10. If there is something that you want to share, let me know. Complete activity 10. Here, I open. You will see different. You just have to click and take the test. Let's open. Everybody open it with me. Yes, no? Number 1. Many small business operated by Adopt solve this format of business organization is the most basic type of business organization. It is also the least expensive to create and the easiest to operate and dissolve. It can be incorporated in the owner's desires. Not being a legal entity, single scratch, this organization disappears after the death of the owner. So if I die, the corporation is dissolved. What do you think is the answer on this? Number 1, activity.
Sole proprietorship.
Sole proprietorship. I hear
Sole
Jayjin.
proprietorship.
Yes, I hear Jayjin. I hear Leticia. I hear Norudin. Yes. Thank you for your answers. I'm in the wrong place. Okay, here. So, number 2, partnerships generally on incorporate business. From a financial standpoint, partnerships offer a few advantages over sole proprietorship. By having more than one owner, investor, is often easier to raise additional capital. We are in the number 2 people. In some business, such as law firms and accounting firms, the prospect of becoming a partner must be an attractive inducement to gain employees. So like your employees will trust you a little bit more in you if you have partners. That's what the message here. That's what is saying to us, right? So what do you think is the answer?
Partnership.
Partnership.
The answer is very easy to detect, right? Oh my goodness. But thank you. You are smart people. It doesn't matter if the answer is not there. I know you are smart. So number 3 entails more effort and expense in creating this format. They must be chartered by the state in which they are headquartered. They are viewed as legal entities, meaning that they enter to legal agreements with individuals and other corporations. They also subject to numerous local and state regulations. This often results in extensive paperwork that can be costly. It's owned by their shareholders. Shareholders are liable for their original investment in the business. What do you think is number 3 in activity 10?
Corporation.
Corporation, I hear your voices.
Ma'am, it's S Corporation.
You say S corporation. Thank you. That is Jasmine. Thank you, Jasmine.
It's not
I'm
a C
thinking,
corporation? Is it S corporation?
what do you think is C or S? Let me see me again because I'm not.
I thought
I'm
it's
actually.
C, but
Just
Corporation.
C corporation.
yeah, I think it's C.
C corporation.
okay. C corporation entails more effort and expense in creating this format. They must started by the state. They also subject to numerous local and state regulations. Yes. This often results in extensive paperwork that can be costly. Yes. Around by shareholders. Exactly. Okay. C corporation number 3. Let's see the number 4 is a special format designed to eliminate the problem of double taxation. Exactly, now we know the answer. It's limited to 100 shareholders, although it can be created with just one shareholder. If a shareholder is an employee of the business and contributes any service to the business, then the corporation is required to pay that individual a salary. Long description. What kind of corporation is this? So here,
S corporation.
you know will be S, right? S
Yes.
corporation. So remember, in the S, we eliminate the double taxation. I think it's kind of the key that we need to keep in mind. So we can get it. So let's go with the next one, number 5. I'm gonna ask helping the 5 because it's not long. So somebody wanna give me your nice, pretty voices?
I can read, ma'am.
Yes, please. Jasmine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Small business owners do not need to be aware of the various loan, grants, and bond opportunities offered by the SBA. They do not need to aware of the restriction associated with this program. The answer is false.
False.
The answer is false. Okay, thank you so much, Jasmine and Norudin. I hear your voice too. Okay, number 6 is remarkably useful to someone considering starting up a business. It examines the business potential cost, both fixed and variable. Fixed, remember, is stable. and then determines the sales volume necessary to produce a profit for given selling price. This information enables one to determine if the entire concept is feasible. After all, if one has to sell 5 million shoes in a small town to turn a profit, one will immediately recognize that there may be a severe problem with the proposed business model. That is saying, like if I'm telling you, I'm gonna sell 3 million bottles of water in half an hour. So, you know, I'm not I'm not giving you a goal that it's doable. Half hour by myself, whatever million bottles, you know, that's why it is. So this is ROI, return of investment, is break-even analysis, is capital structure issue, or abbreviated balance sheet.
Break-even analysis.
Break-even analysis.
Break-even.
That was Alex.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And Nurudin, I hear your voice too. So thank you. Let's go to the 7. The purpose of break-even analysis to determine the sales volume that is required so that you neither lose money or not make profit. Remember the point where zero. Exactly. Thank you so much. That was not a link. So here, let's calculate percentage. The 10% of 20,500 is, okay. I know you say which one?
2050.
You say 2050. That was yes. Alex voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Nurudin Lalani voice. Okay, people. So tell me the truth, please. I asked you this before, and we did this exercise before. But I need to, anyway, I'm gonna do it now. Let's do this first. Excessive financial leverage, too much debt, can begin to reduce the economic performance of a business. This is true or false?
True, ma'am.
True. Okay, thank you. And I'm going to ask you for your nice voice for 10 because I forgot that this is short. Somebody want to help me with your nice voice for 10? Number 10.
Ma'am, number 10 is true.
True.
It's true. Thank you so much. That was also Jasmine. I have to delete this because it's bothering me. Yeah, that was Jasmine. I hear Alex. I hear Nurudin. Okay. So 1 second, people. I'm going to take care of all of you now. Okay?
All right. 100%.
I love when you say that. This is my favorite part of the class. I'm going to record this part real quick. Okay. Thank you, Roberta, for your cheating that you did. I'm kidding. You know that we cheat here with each other. It's okay. But let's do this. Serious. Pay me attention because I don't want to let you go until somebody listen to me on this. Okay. So, for example, if I have here, I have 29 students. Okay. 29 students. If I have here 29 students and I say that 10 of them prefer chocolate ice cream, okay? So I have 29 students, okay? And 10 of them prefers, because I make research, prefers chocolate ice cream. Let's do this together. This is 1 minute. Don't complain. Okay, so I have 29 students and 10 of them say, I like chocolate ice cream. Okay, so what is the percent of a student? This is a small quantity, but you can do this with everything, right? So if don't worry, Sandra, we're gonna fix it. Don't worry. So if we, Alpesh, you want to say something, say it.
You want to know the answer?
You want to know the answer? You want to give me the answer?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
The
You
question was total student is 29 and 10 of them likes a chocolate. So how many students likes a chocolate
wait
out
there.
of
Wait
29?
for me. Don't say nothing yet. Don't say it. Keep it there. Keep it there. Okay. You're gonna help me. You're gonna help me. I have 29 students. 10 of them say they like chocolate ice cream. Okay. How I can know? I'm gonna show you how I do it. Okay. And you correct me. Maybe you do different. I know that you will have your own techniques. Okay. So I have 10 students. I hit this button, divide 29 students that say they like chocolate ice cream is 0.34, okay? I multiply this per 100. I know I'm doing a crazy way, okay? Equals to 34.48%. What is the goal of this calculation? So all of you say it right. I know Alpesh know the answer. Karim, Roberta give me the answer too. And also I see Karim on the giving me answer. But people, that's how I calculate my percentage. Okay. Let's do another exercise. People, please, please, do it with me. Do it with me. Do it with me. Do it with me. Stay with me. Okay. In January, I hope this helps somebody. Okay. In January, let's say, remember my water bottles. I sell 200 water bottles in January 2023. Okay. So I'm going to put this January 2023. I sell 200 bottles. Remember, my price is $1. So how many dollars I will get if I sell 200? I will sell $200.
200.
Right? Good.
Yes.
See the chat? I'm writing something in the chat. So I sell $200 in January 2023. In February, pay attention, people, because this is something you can use in the future for the ones that are not familiarized or forgot. Sometimes you forget this kind of. Okay, so in February, I sell 300 bottles. So I sell in February $300. How much I grow between
50%.
January?
50%.
Okay, so thank you, Nuruddin. So in my total of sale, stay there, Nuruddin, because you're my helper. So my total of sale in 2023 until now is $500. That's what I sold. But if I want to say which percentage of my sales, of my total sales I make in January, I will take, you correct me, people, because sometimes I forget this. It's simple and I forget. Okay, so if I have, what I was saying, you know that I forget. Okay, I sell 500 in total,
Yes.
right? And in January, I want to say how much I sell. So I'm going to take my total and I'm going to divide this in my 200, which is January. So my total will be
2.5.
So if I multiply this for 10, no, I made something wrong. I wanted to say what is my percentage of sales. So I'm confusing myself now. So okay, let's go. How much? Let's do a question again. How much I grow between February and January? What I have to do? I have 300 less 200. That's what I have to do. I grow 100. That's what I have to do, right?
Yes.
And this 100 I will divide in my total, right?
500.
That's okay. And then I multiply this for 100 and I grow. How much I grow between January and February? 20%.
20%.
Thank you, Nerudin. So how you can obtain this data? You will obtain it. It's always, in this case, we did different because we made a subtraction between the month to see the growth. And then we divide in the bigger number. So always, my conclusion on this, I will tell you so you don't confuse, your reference is the bigger number. Take the bigger number and divide in the tiny, multiply 10, depending the case, and you're gonna get your percentage. Okay, let's do the last one and you will be free of this, okay? Let's do the last one. For example, my students here, we have 29 people connected, but I have, I don't know what to say that is nice for you. Okay, my students that have children, you know, I'm crazy for the kids, right? So my students that have children in this class, 29 persons are, for example, let's say I have 12. 12 of my students in this class have children. Okay, so which is the percentage of my student in Reformed University in the small business class and they have children? What I will do, I will take this number, which is 12, okay? I divide this number. How many students I have?
29.
Thank you, my helper. So I have 0.41 here. Multiply 100, because I want to obtain the percentage of 100, is 41.37. My percentage of a student that they have children in Reformed University in the class of small business management. Good or no? So every time you need to get a percentage of a quantity, remember, take the tiny one as a reference. I hope this works for you. You take the tiny number, divide in the biggest one, you multiply by 10, and you're gonna get the percentage that you need in your analysis. Any kind of analysis that you need. Something useful or not too much. Let me show you the thing that you want to see. Okay, I'm gonna stop presenting now because I'm gonna show you something. I know you take pictures of everything, it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna show you the real answers for this. You did everything right, so we don't have to show this, but I will show it anyway. So the first answer was sole proprietorship. The second was partner.
Teacher, can you open the retake, please?
Okay.
I have one wrong.
You have one wrong. Okay, you're perfect. Okay, let's
Me too.
That's nothing, people. Okay, so let's go with this, and I'm gonna do this quickly. For now, this is for a little bit that I'm gonna open this, okay? So take advantage of me for now. And remember, we spoke about sole proprietorship. A lot of businesses are created by these ways. One person incorporate this proprietorship. Partnership, usually you have another person involved, at least 2 persons in partnership, okay? In the number 3, we mentioned the C corporation. The C corporation allows you, you have to invest in taxes by yourself and also the corporation. The corporation have a special entity, a special, it's not a special personality, like it's a person, let's put it this way. As corporation excludes the double taxation. In the true and false, the first one, small business owners do not need to be aware of loans grant. Of course, they have to be aware that that exists. So it was false. We say break-even analysis, it's 0. And the same here, it was 0 because remember the cost of your product covered your sale. The sale covered the cost of your product, so you are in break-even point. we calculate the percentage. I hope everybody have an idea, because this is something that you can use often, depending what you do, but percentage are important. Okay, so the answer was 2050. I hope you understand why. And actually, I can explain this a little bit because we didn't. And through excessive financial leverage, and there is an ideal level of debt, is true. Okay, let's stop on this because, I want to stop. You know me, and this is the last thing I will do today with you. So if I have, remember, 10% of 20,500, how I can obtain the 10%? What I do is, this is the way I do, okay? I divide 10, because that's what I need to know, 10%, I divide between 2,500, and the number I'm gonna get, no, I think I'm making crazy here. No, I did something crazy. What I did wrong here? Okay, easy, because I was making something that is not. Okay, so I'm gonna put my number, 2,500, okay? Multiply 0.10, and I'm gonna get my percentage. So simple. So what I did, I repeat. I take my number, 2,500, multiply 0.10. Why, Bielka, 0.10? Because it's saying 10, no 0.10. Because what you are doing is avoiding calculation, so you put a 0, because the percentage you want to get for this amount is 0%. So if you want to get what is the percentage of something, you just multiply this 0. You put the 0 point, and then you plot equal sign, and then you're gonna get the percentage that you need. Okay? So again, remember, you will take the big number. In this case, you will, if you want to know the percentage of something, you will take your big number, divide 0. If it's 20%, 0.20, 0.30, the percentage that you want to know, and it's gonna be 20%. So for example, you have a customer. Let's say you have a customer, and your customer is asking you, Jayjin, give me a discount on this. Nurudin, give me a discount of this. Okay, you can tell them, I'm gonna give you today, because you are paying cash, I'm gonna give you 5% discount. And the product that you're selling, the cost is 20,500. And you say, okay, I'm gonna give you 5% of discount. 20,500 multiply 0.05 will be 1,000. No, I made a mistake. Again. So 2,000, people help me, because sometimes I'm trying to give you the class, trying to calculate here, and I get confused. So multiply 0.5.
125.
What?
125. $125.
125. What you did, Jing, again?
2,500 multiply 0.05.
Exactly. Multiply 0.05. You see that I was avoiding 10. So Jing, you listen to Jing. 0.05, and now Jing got the percentage of the discount she's giving to the customer for the dress, for example. So this is
So what I do always. Every single day.
I know. That's what I'm bothering you. But yeah, that's the percent. So this is the percentage that the customer will get from the dress. So if the price is the price that we were using minus the price, now that's what the customer will pay.
Oh, I usually do this way, like $2,500, 2,500, right? 2,500. If I want to tell the customer that how much like how much percentage you gonna get discount, I multiply 0.05 because that's the amount that they gonna get discount. But whenever I wanna give them a price that they will gonna pay, I multiply 0.95. That's the amount that they gonna pay. You know
That's the
difference?
amount they